It is 6:30 in the morning, and I am out here looking at my 4 o'clocks that are blooming. And last night, they didn't bloom until 8 o'clock at night. So they are a little off their schedule. But I want to tell y'all a little bit of history of the 4 o'clock plant, where it came from, how to grow it, how to multiply it. So I hope you enjoy. 4 o'clocks actually come from the tropical Americas, which ranges from Mexico to Peru. And the official name is Mirabilis jalapa. And Mirabilis is the Latin word meaning marvelous, wonderful, and extraordinary. European explorers brought the 4 o'clock plants to Spain and England in the 1500s. And there they named it the Marvel of Peru because they would bloom at 4 o'clock every afternoon. They were introduced to the United States in the 1700s, and George Washington actually planted them at Mount Vernon, and you can still see them there today. Thomas Jefferson was given some seeds by the French, and he quoted the unusual prompt time of 4 o'clock to be, quote, very clever, unquote. 4 o'clock colors include red, magenta, which is what you see here, yellow, white, and they also have some with stripes and bicolors. One unusual thing about 4 o'clocks is they can have distinct colors on one plant. I've never seen this before, meaning you can have a magenta and a yellow on the same plant, which is very unusual. 4 o'clocks are great too because they can reseed, and I'll show you. There is a seed, kind of focus in. Oh my goodness. Why is it? Okay, I think that's a pretty good picture. That's a seed. So they're very visible. They're not hard to find like some plants that have tiny, 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 tiny seeds. But all you do is you can just take it. Oh my goodness. There we go, with my paint all over my hands. But there's the seed, and you can just pop it out, and it's probably, I'll show you. There it is. It's my palm of my hand. And these seeds, if you don't gather them, they'll drop, and then they can grow another plant. So they easily, you can get thousands and thousands. I see so many in here. There's another one. And it's just every day you can just gather seeds, and that makes a great way that you can give them away, you can sell them. Gathering these seeds can become an obsession. And although it does reseed like lots of flowers, annuals, it is also considered a perennial because it has a large tuber that you can dig up, or it can stay in the ground. I just leave mine in the ground, and it has come back year after year for over 5 years. The Mayans and the Aztecs used the flowers for dyeing clothes or cloth, and for dyeing food, but I've gotten conflicting information about whether this is a toxic plant or not. I know that it is deer and rabbit tolerant, and you shouldn't ingest any of the plant, but some countries even today use this plant for medicinal purposes. The usual height of a 4 o'clock plant is about 2 to 3 feet, but like I stated at the beginning, mine is over 5 feet tall. The 4 o'clocks were given the name because they open at 4 o'clock and bloom until late in the evening, which is very similar to the moonflower, which blooms at night. Mine, however, as I stated earlier, bloom anytime they feel like it. It's 4 o'clock somewhere. They do have an internal clock. It's a God thing. And how it works is when the temperatures start to get cooler, which is supposedly around 4 o'clock, that's when they decide to open. I just love this plant because it's so easy to grow, it's easy to transplant, and it's easy to harvest the seeds. It makes beautiful borders, it's gorgeous in pots. It requires nothing really. It is drought tolerant, but if it starts to wilt a little bit, you definitely need to water it, obviously. The soil, I don't have to fertilize the soil or anything like that. In fact, it prefers the poor soil conditions. But most of all, it is just a beautiful flower. Hummingbirds love it. Bees love it. Mirabilis. Marvelous, wonderful, and extraordinary.